Watercolor techniques, water and paint. At its core, watercolor is a technique built on water and paint, and these two things affect absolutely everything. The result of every brushstroke depends on the state of the paper and how much water you have on your brush. So let's go through the three main states you'll be working with. Brush on wet paper, wet on wet. When you wet the paper and paint into it with a wet brush, the paint begins to spread. It creates soft, flowing shapes without hard edges. Colors blend into each other naturally, which gives you space for gentle transitions. This technique is perfect for skies, backgrounds, or distant areas. Brush on dry paper, wet on dry. When you paint with a brush on dry paper, the paint stays exactly where you place it. This gives you clear, sharp shapes with well-defined edges. This technique is useful for the foreground and for specific objects. Anything you want to show precisely and clearly. A dry brush. The third option is a dry brush. Very little water, thicker paint, and dry paper. The paint does not settle evenly. Instead, it catches only on the surface texture of the paper. This creates interesting, broken textures. It works well anywhere you want to suggest texture and structure: grass, bark, stone, or rough walls. How this works in practice. In a real painting, you will combine these techniques. You'll usually begin with the background on wet paper, wet on wet. Then, once it dries, you move to wet on dry and paint the main objects with sharper, more defined shapes. Most watercolor paintings are built from this combination. But before any of that becomes natural, you need to try it yourself. Do as many small exercises as you can. That is the only way to truly understand how water and paint behave under different conditions. Enough talking. Go practice. And one more thing before you go. Watercolor is a demanding medium. Even if you already draw well with pencil, charcoal, or ink, watercolor adds a layer of uncertainty to the process. The result is not based on skill alone. Chance plays a part as well. And that is exactly what makes watercolor so challenging. But one simple truth still applies. The more you paint, the more control you gain over the process. Chance never completely disappears, but it stops playing the leading role. Next time, we'll meet again with another topic. Until then, paint a lot, and don't be afraid to ruin a sheet of paper. Very often, those ruined pages teach you the most. Thank you for watching. Today was a short one, but I hope it was useful. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Take care. And if you enjoyed the video, subscribe so you don't miss the next part.